Welcome to Gilson Week. This is a week where we're going to cover all things Gilson snowboards. Now, Gilson is a Pennsylvania-made snowboard company. Everything's made in America. Even the wood that goes on the snowboards is native to Pennsylvania, which is really cool. The Pennsylvania popper. Anyway, super rad snowboard company, really nice guys. I've been partnering with them for a lot of rad things recently, and we are going to review 4 of their snowboards and make a bunch of videos just talking about Gilson this week. So right now I have the Gilson Duel. This is a flat profile, meaning it's completely flat and then it rockers on the nose and tail. It also has Gilson's 3D edge technology. So if you can see, there's a little bump right here for the 3D edgeness, meaning the center is kind of raised than the edge. That's for buttering, pressing, and all kinds of stuff like that. I have never been the biggest fan of the 3D Edge. I tried it once, and today we're going to give her a go. We're gonna see what's the difference in the 3D Edge, as well as just the Duel in general. This is their like 10 out of 10 park snowboard, super flexible, super poppy board. So I'm excited. We'll get it into the park as well, but this is a board review. So we just need to stop talking and get on a run and go for it. So before we get too far in this video, I do want to mention that you can get the Duel and all the Gilson boards with your traditional edges on them, which will be sick. What up, guys?
What up? How are you?
Good. What's your name?
I'm Kyan.
Kyan?
Jack.
Nice to meet you guys. So this board's super flexible, so we're going to test that out. I do got a bummed ankle for this review, and I apologize for that. I can feel the soft edge with this kind of cakey man-made snow, but let's feel it out. It's supposed to be really good for buttering. Okay, I can kind of feel like I feel like there's almost 2 edges, so I'm like on the edge, and I can kind of feel like I don't want to say grab, but I can like it feels so different, in not a bad way, just a different way. Change edges super smooth. Something that's cool that they do is they chop the nose off of it and the tail, the tip of it. So they cut 6 centimeters off, 3 on each side, allowing you to ride a shorter board, but have the contact points as a traditional, like, bigger board. I'm trying to press switch because of my poor ankle situation. Oh, we're into some thunder. Honestly, I thought with how flexible the board is, that I would be getting a lot of chatter. I don't feel like it's a chattery snowboard. You know, flat profile or like reverse profile snowboards, reverse camber, they tend to be really chattery. That felt pretty solid. Let's see if we can get some good pop. Good pop. Pops are different than ollies. Yeah, like I'm hauling right now, and I feel stable in 3D edge. It's bugging me. I feel like the faster I go with the 3D edge, the less it affects me. The slower I go with it, the more I'm like, ooh, this feels weird. Side hit right here. Okay. What up, dude? Almost lost it right there. Even though I got a bummed ankle, let's slow it down, stop hard charging. Let's ollie. Yeah, the snap in this thing is nice. I will say the steel edges are doing great on this super firm, icy, man-made snow. So if you're like in the East Coast or somewhere that doesn't get great snow, you know, the edges are doing great. They ride switch just as good as it rides forward. By the way, it's a twin-shaped snowboard, so it should do that. Let's try this butter trick. Yeah, if you're into buttering and flat ground, snapping, very playful snowboard. Woo. That was surfy. I felt the 3D edge right there. All right, let's run another one.
Buckhouse.
What up?
What up, dude?
Good to see you.
You too.
Hey, what was your name again?
Bryce.
Okay. Now snap. happy? Got a reverse Euro car. I'm just gonna put it out here that. Yeah, dude, what's up?
Dude, I was trying to catch up to you the whole time.
You're good. Sorry, I was cooking.
I know.
What's your name?
Colton, dude.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, dude.
Heck yeah. Sorry, I didn't know you were chasing me.
Nah, I know.
You're keeping up good.
Dude, I mean, I got in front of you, but...
Let's go.
Take it? Yeah, could you?
Yeah, Chris can take it.
Thank you, bro.
You ride Keystone a lot?
Yeah, whenever I can. Got it.
Thank you. Yeah. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
I hope you didn't go the wrong way chasing me.
Nah, it should be fine.
All right, man. Well, thanks for watching the videos. It means the world to me.
Bro.
I appreciate it.
I'm so excited.
Heck yeah.
All right, you have a
Well,
good one.
have a good day, man. All right, we got a couple runs in. I definitely have adjusted to the 3D edge. It's starting to not even like affect me, especially as we snowboard faster and everything. So that's sick. But now let's just talk about the board real quick. Just get a little bit more detail before we take it into the park and just talk about Gilson a little bit more. So the top sheet on the Duel is their fighting back against nature. So it's like mixture of like human and nature stuff. They got like the pinecone grenade or the shark spaceship or something. Like, they got really cool designs, but I also love the wood aspect that you can see through this board. Really good looking snowboard for it being like a wood looking snowboard. I do like the blunt nose. Like, it's not very common that you see that with snowboards, so the blunt nose is nice. But the cool thing with Gilson is you can get your own custom snowboard made, whether you want to design it yourself and do it, or they just have a ton of incredible artwork. They work with a bunch of really cool artists. They have a cool artist program. I know my buddy Sean Oz has done snowboards for them and stuff. So it's really cool that they have just done. They do stuff like that. Like, Gilson is more than just a snowboard company. They really care about their community that's around them, the people that have worked for them for many, many years. I think they've been going for 13 years now, which is really cool. They flew me and my son out to Summer Snow Day, which is this huge event that they do for free, and everyone just sits to get together. And I've been to the small town that the factory's in, and everything, single shop around, like you go into a coffee shop, they have a snowboard. You go into like a t-shirt shop, they have a snowboard. They've really, how you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. That was awkward. They really care about the people around them, and they're just doing really rad stuff. So what are my thoughts so far on the Gilson Duel on runs? I think it turns great. I honestly was not ripping bad. I really wish I could have held a press for like a long time, but my ankle is just not there, which is a bummer. But if you had a healthy ankle, you could probably butter down the entire mountain and just tail press it the whole way. I didn't like the 3D edge in flat sections and in chairlift areas. Like, when the slower I went, the weirder it felt. I just felt like I couldn't have that like slight edge, like when you're on a flat section, you kind of just slightly get on the edge. I couldn't have that with the 3D edge, but other than that, everything else felt great. Being able to transition from edge to edge was super smooth and everything like that. So the last step, let's take it in the park. Let's go rip it. All right, first feature, we're just going. That wasn't what I wanted to do. So that wasn't what I wanted to do. And as I was approaching in, 3D edge made me like, I almost felt like I fell going into it. So I ended up just doing a switchboard slide.
It sounded pretty crazy whenever you were sliding it too.
Did it? It was like, because I wanted the two-step like first try on this board, but I like didn't, my edge. I remember now why I was like, I'm not the biggest fan of this 3D edge. As I ride park, I like the edges. I love having my edges and setting my edge and using it to help like spin me and do things. So with that cab 2, and that's why I was like, I kind of want you to go right for the cab 2. It's just, it's a delayed motion with the 3D edge. Now, once again, if this was a traditional edge board, there's nothing wrong with the board. It's just that this technology, I think, works great for the riding around. For me personally, I wouldn't take it in the park, at least with that trick. But I'm sure if the more I did it, I'd get used to that feeling. Let's test the flex out. Your boy's got a bum back foot, so let's nose press this thing.
Buckhouse?
Yeah, what's up? I'm gonna go tail press. Let's just goes to show how flexible this board is, because I'm so hurt in that back ankle to do that. I had no power and I still got it. But I did a tail press because you're at the bottom. For nose press, that's how you at the front of the rail, because he would never been able to tell that I was nose pressing. Ooh, did you hear that? Dong! Yeah, so for nose press, if you stood here, Now that felt effortless. And if I was, there's like styles of people when they're riding, whether they're riding park or the runs. Some people love to press. If you're a person that wants to come out and press boxes and press rails and stuff, this is a board that will press. Let's do a front board and we'll come to conclusion with our park decision. Okay, I'm not gonna beat the park to death primarily because I'm nursing an injury and I need to recover for the mid-season. But the front board felt great. Honestly, landing the snowboard, for as flexible as this board is, I thought landing would be really washy, even with the soft edge, kind of be more washy. But those landings all felt great and the pressing is awesome. I really wish I was able to try this one with a flat edge in the park for sure. I would take it out on like early season, kind of like hike parks like this, where it's like, let's do some weird tricks like presses or like, you know, pretzels and all kinds of random stuff. And overall, this thing, I think this would be a really fun park board as well as a fun mountain board. The playful rider. If you're a playful rider, I think this is your world. Whether you want to like do long presses, carve a little bit, 180s. The dual can duel it all.
The dual can duel it out.
The dual can duel it out. Duel it out. The dual duel it out. Duel it, duel it, duel it, duel. Okay, so after a full day of riding the dual and the 3D edge, I would prefer traditional edge snowboards, but once again, that's how I grew up riding. That's what I like. I like the precision, the fastness of it. But some people like the delayedness of it. Some people love the surfiness of the feeling of this. I get it. Now after spending a full day on it, I get the feeling. I felt it that one run. I was like, oh, okay, there it was. And so I could see why people love the soft edge. I'm going traditional edge. I like this board though. I like the flex, the snappiness of it. I love flat profile snowboards. Not gonna lie, when I did that front board, I was like, I could tell I'm front boarding a flat snowboard right now. And then the Gilson snowboards also have this really unique like zipper noise when you like take them 90 degrees. They're like zzz. I kind of like that. It just lets you know you're doing it right. All that being said, if you want to snag one of these, not only do they sell the snowboards and you can get different designs on them and stuff, but they do bundles, so you can get like clue bindings and Gilson snowboards. And they also are selling Buckhouse wax, which is my wax company as well. So you can get your board, your bindings, and your Buckhouse wax all at Gilson's website, which is super rad. That is linked in the description. And we are giving this dual away. So, and it's the one that I've ridden. So if you want this board, head to my Instagram, find the post where we're giving it away, enter the giveaway, because I have lots of snowboards. I want to give this one to you. Also, don't forget, we are going to go live at the end of this week, and I can answer all your guys' questions about Gilson, the boards, and you can really help dial you in for the right Gilson snowboard for you. So make sure you tune in on Saturday the 22nd, because that's also the day where we're going to be announcing who won what snowboards. So, and with that being said, thank you for tuning into Gilson Week, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. YouTube really wants you to watch the video at the end of this one. It really enhances that video for you.